How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to Turning 30 by Burnham. Before we get started really quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm gonna try doing a live stream tomorrow, which is Sunday. I'll probably do it in the evening around like 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Pacific time. So I thought it'd be cool to just kind of hang out with you guys and talk to you a bit more like personally or whatever, instead of just like through comments and stuff. So if you want to check that out, be sure to tune in. But with all that being said, let's jump into the reaction. I did watch this little thing beforehand, by the way, so I get the context. Or I watched, this little bit, not the song yet.
Yay. I used to run for miles, I used to ride my bike, I used to wake up with a smile and go to bed at night with a dream. But now I'm turning 30.
In his underwear again.
No, I used to be the young one, got used to meeting people who weren't used to meeting someone who was born in 1990. No way. Yeah, I was born in 1990. Now I'm turning 30. God damn it. Turning 30,
Whoa.
turning 30, I'm turning 30. When he was 27.
I'm gonna pause it there. So I mean, first off, obviously, like the lighting and stuff and the way that he's like doing this video is super cool. He has the two little like LED panels on the left and right there, and he's got the little foot pedals to control the lighting, which is cool. So obviously like very like choreographed and planned out, and he probably had to do a million takes to get the perfect one, as Bo always does. But and then he's got his like, I don't know if that's another like LED panel or if it's like just his phone with like an app or something that makes the screen really bright, and he like kind of does the little every time there's that little whip crack sound, I guess. Very cool so far. And yeah, I can relate to this song. I'm gonna be turning 30 in a couple months, so Bo is, I think, like a year and a half ish older than me, it seems like. So I can relate to this so far.
I'm turning 30. When he was 27, my granddad fought in Vietnam. When I was 27, I built a birdhouse with my mom. Oh fuck. How am I 30?
It's not, I don't know.
I used to make fun of the boomers. In retrospect, a bit too much. Now all these fucking zoomers are telling me that I'm out of touch. Oh yeah? Well, your fucking phones are poisoning your minds, okay? So when you develop a dissociative mental disorder in your late 20s, don't come crawling back to me.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems like he's kind of having an existential crisis, like, or like, a quarter life crisis or something like that, to where like, and again, I can relate to this. Like maybe he feels like he isn't as old as he is, and that he is realizing his age, and he's getting to the point where in this space, a lot of people are younger now, like content creators. I wouldn't put Bo specifically in that category, so I hope he doesn't feel that way, because he is like a producer and like a screenwriter and a comedian, and he's done all these different things, right? But I wonder if he still feels like, he should be younger to like kind of be in the space that he's in, but he's like realizing, that he is slowly getting older, right? But I wouldn't really say that 30 years old is really like considered old anymore, right? Like I feel like 30s are like the new 20s. Me myself being 29, my 20s like weren't that great, because you're broke, you're like still trying to like figure out like what you want to do like with your life. And I feel like once you get close to 30, that is when you start like figuring stuff out. Like hopefully by then like you would have a little bit of like disposable income so you can like enjoy things a little bit more, and you've maybe come into, you know, the first kind of steps into your career, whatever it was, so you have something to focus on then. So I mean, turning 30 I don't feel like is a bad thing. I relate to the like, yeah, I used to run for miles and ride my bike or whatever and wake up with a smile and stuff. Like it definitely feels like you do have less energy once you kind of get to 30. Like you can feel like the decline starting to happen. I started feeling that too, which is why I didn't exercise or anything like throughout the pandemic. It was like 16 months or something like that where I didn't exercise, and I finally got back into it like 2 months ago, and like already I feel so much better. So the health aspect of it, I mean, you can take steps to fix that part too. And then he goes on to say how, you know, when his granddad was in Vietnam, or when he was 27, his granddad was in Vietnam. When he was 27, he built a birdhouse with his mom, which I think is an unfair comparison because times were so much different back then, right? Like you really shouldn't compare your life now to past generations because, I mean, yeah, things are so much different now. Like you can like, it can go both ways, right? Like you can be really young and be successful, or you can be like older and like be doing something completely different. Like, you know, back then, like people had entire families by the time they were like, you know, 25, you know? So people always compare their lives to others and like the pace of others' lives to theirs. Like everybody's got to go at their own pace and figure things out at your own pace, right? Like not everybody is going to have a whole family or whatever by the time they're like 24 and have a stable job and all that stuff. Like I don't even think people should go to college right after graduating high school. Like I think it's really smart to maybe like go abroad or something like after you graduate high school and kind of just learn how the world works instead of making a decision when you're 18 years old that's going to affect the rest of your life. Like, right? You don't know what you're going to do for your whole life when you're 18. So like why is that the norm to go to college fresh out of high school and, you know, try and figure out what you're going to do for the rest of your life? Like people think it's like bad if they don't go to college right after high school, where like I feel like it's a good thing to take a couple of years to figure things out, you know. That was a long ramble though, but let's get back to the video.
Phones are poisoning your minds, okay? So when you develop a dissociative mental disorder in your late 20s, don't come crawling back to me. I'm turning 30. And now my stupid friends are having stupid children. My stupid friends are having stupid children. My stupid friends are having stupid
Oh, where's that light at?
My stupid friends are having
that one's cool.
Children. And now my stupid
oh, he's got them all. What is this, dude?
My stupid friends are having stupid children. My stupid friends are having stupid children. Stupid, fucking, ugly, boring children. It's 2020 and I'm 30. I'll do another 10, 20, 30. I'll be 40 and kill myself then.
No. Don't do that. No. Bo.
Check that one.
Check that one. Do one more. Wow.
I just want to say for the record.
Okay. Again, he's kind of giving that little like retrospective into like the behind the scenes. Like that was a great take, right? But he says he's gonna do another one, and you know this is the one he ended up taking. So, my stupid friends are having stupid children. So yeah, like he's comparing his life and where he's at in his life, you know, to like his friends and to others. Like, I wonder if he's like projecting a little bit to where he wants a family. I don't know if Bo wants a family or not, or if he like eventually wants one, if he like feels like he should have one now or have kids or whatever. But the way that he kept going on and on about it, my stupid friends are having stupid children, stupid, like he had like a whole like, it's like, I guess a hook and then like a kind of a chorus kind of thing with just stupid friends are having stupid children. And then he says at the end, like, stupid, boring fucking children or whatever it was. Like, it just seems like he went on and on like so much with that I wonder if he's projecting, you know, to the fact that, you know, he wants kids. Like he's saying he doesn't, or like he's saying, you know, they're having stupid kids or whatever. But I wonder if like, I wouldn't say jealousy, maybe like, I can't think of the word, but you know, like he wants what they have, but he's like projecting otherwise, you know what I mean? But I mean, he obviously doesn't feel happy with where he's at in his life right now, and I don't think the pandemic like helped with that. Like the fact that he, you know, turned this age, you know, this kind of milestone while he was just, you know, alone in this little house or whatever, making this special without really anybody else around. And he's probably just sitting there like, man, I'm turning 30. Like, this is, you know, what am I doing with my life? Or like, what have I accomplished? Like, I'm sitting here in my underwear, like singing to myself, you know. But in reality, you know, he's creating this like masterpiece that so many people are going to like adore and relate to and just love. But, you know, I don't know if he feels the same way that that's what he's doing. Like the things that he's doing are so meaningful, but it still feels like he's still left wanting more. Like he hasn't accomplished what he wanted to accomplish by the time, you know, he's turning 30. But again, I mean, you shouldn't hold your life goals and your life accomplishments, you know, to such a high standard, or like to the things that are the norm, you know, like having a kid or like having a good job or a family or, you know, owning a business or what have you, right? Like Bo's obviously accomplished so much. So, I mean, I guess there's more of, you know, the personal side of his life that he doesn't feel fulfilled about or feel fulfilled with, that, you know, he does feel this way. But overall, the song was catchy. The imagery with it obviously like tied it all together like so well. Like this definitely wouldn't hit as hard if you were just listening to the song. And then at the end, you know, 2020 and I'm 30 and I'll do another 10, and 2030 I'll be 40 and kill myself then. Well, again, obviously, like, I hope that's not true, but, you know, given the context, like, I don't think he does, like, actually plan on killing himself. But, I mean, I have had friends who have joked about or have said that, you know, they want to hurt themselves. And even if you're, like, joking about it or whatever, like, it still impacts, like, you know, your loved ones and your close ones. Like, people will still worry about you even if you're jokingly saying things like that. Like, it's that little seed in the back of your mind where you're like, you know, I hope they're okay. But yeah, that was the reaction. You know, all in all, being 29 myself, I think I prefer being 29, you know, closer to 30 than I was when I was like 21. You know, I just feel like you're a little bit more established. You've kind of figured things out. And you know, the 30s are the new 20s, man. Like, especially with millennials and everything. Like, I don't know. I still feel like there's a lot more to look forward to. And I don't really feel like, oh man, I'm going to be 30 soon. Like, you know, what am I doing? Like, I'm so old. Like, I don't really feel that. So hopefully that's a good thing. You know, maybe some of you guys relate too. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, you know, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.